Since we're all staying at home, it'd be a good time to talk about the most frequently asked questions that I've been getting ever since this whole pandemic has occurred. Number one question I've been getting from my buyers and my sellers is this the same kind of housing crisis that we had in 2008? And I want to tell you it's not. The difference between 2008 and today is in 2008, we had homeowners that were over-encumbered in their home. Financial institutions were lending left and right. As long as you had a breath, they would give you a loan. Today, that's not the case. Basically, what we have is we have a pause in our housing market. And the pause is not from financial institutions, it's from this pandemic. It's a health crisis. And just to let you know that in 2008, the homeowners' equity in the properties was under 20%, most of them were, and the average homeowner equity in 2020 is closer to 70-80%. So it's a totally different market. Yes, there's going to be some financial institutions that might not be lending as openly or freely as before. One of those is the jumbo loans. A jumbo loan is any loan that's over $702,000. So if you buy $1 million home and you just put 10% down, then you're going to have to qualify for a jumbo loan. Well, those jumbo loans are hard to get by right now because those secondary mortgages or those investors have all dried up. The ones that are doing jumbo loans is institutions like Wells Fargo, US Bank, Union Bank. They are still doing them, but their criteria to get it is going to be much stricter than it was before. Conforming rates, which starts at 500 and below, those are not a problem to get at the moment. So when we're talking about the difference between 2008 and 2020, it's really apples and oranges. So just keep that in mind. And number two, is it a good time to buy? Yes, it's still a very good time to buy. And one of the reasons why is we still have incredibly low interest rates. Yes, we have to figure out what's going to go on with the stimulus package, and I believe the stimulus package is going to help get Americans back to work, and so they won't be laid off indefinitely. Of course, it's going to be challenging, but with interest rates so low, it's a great time to be a buyer. And another thing that's also good being a buyer, sellers are going to want to sell, and especially if they're investors, if they have a unit that was used for Airbnb, well, that market sort of dried up right now. And so I've been hearing a lot of talk about investors wanting to unload their units. So that, again, gives a buyer more flexibility. There's more to choose from. So those are the three little tips that I want to talk to you about today regarding, is it a good time to buy? Yes. Are we having the same kind of crisis as we had in 2008? No, it's just a pause. So if you have any other questions, give me a call, text me. I can Zoom, I can FaceTime, I can show you homes virtually, or I can show you homes in person, as long as we do the guidelines of the Board of Realtors guidelines that we have, which means you have to be shown with, you have to have booties, you have to have a mask, we have gloves, only one person can go into the property at a time while the other one waits out, and we have social distancing. But there's a lot you can see online as well, and sometimes you can write an offer contingent on being inside the property. So there's many different avenues that we can do, but remember, the most important thing is stay healthy and stay safe. See you soon.